Hello and welcome to the Energy Monitor video series coming at you live from Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt at the COP27 Climate Summit. I'm Dave Keating and right now I'm joined by Ursula Woodburn with the Corporate Leaders Group. Thank you so much for joining us for this video interview. I wanted to ask you, so we're here at the Business Pavilion at COP. We know that there are lots of businesses here, not just at this pavilion, but everywhere here at the COP. Why is it important that businesses be part of this conversation? Because we know sometimes this comes in for criticism that people say business is too represented here. Why is it important that business is here?
Thanks. So I think first of all, I would say business should be here if they're supporting climate ambition. This is why they should be here. But I think there's a couple of reasons why it's really essential that they're here. For a start, a number of businesses have committed to major net zero or 1.5 commitments. Really achieving that and really standing up for that means also being present and advocating for climate ambition. It's really critical that you have the energy and the support from those businesses that are really stating and supporting climate ambition in these global fora. One of the good things about the COP is that there is a lot of energy in the sidelines. There are lots of new announcements, there's lots of big new achievements that are being talked about. And we really need that energy to also help feed into the big negotiations as well. In fact, probably one of the things is to really see how we can bring that energy into achieving the negotiated outcomes as well.
So when you talk to your members, both the ones that are here and the ones that are not here in Sharm, what is it that it's most important for them to see in the outcome that's going to come at the end of this week? What's really pivotal for them? And I imagine they have it's all different types of businesses, so they have different wishes on their wish list. But what's the common thread about what they'd like to see?
So I think a really common thread that we hear from businesses is what they want is the long-term vision, and what they want as well are short-term actions and milestones that feed into that lead up to that long-term vision. So what does that concretely mean if you're at the COP? You might have seen that I think more than 200 businesses at very short notice have signed up to a statement supporting 1.5 that was convened by the We Mean Business Coalition and many colleagues in that, because really it's critical to keep 1.5, to keep pushing on that, to show that it's a limit to temperature increases, but also to see where different elements can be unblocked, where are the blockages in the system that are making it difficult for businesses to really deliver on the actions they want to do. So for example, for renewables, they want to get the financing, they want to sort out the long-term engagement, they want to sort out the permitting, they want to engage globally and sort out the supply chains. We really want to see actions, and that also means, first of all, the big long-term engagement on 1.5, but also effective outcomes on the mitigation plans. We don't want to keep delaying things. We want to build trust and make sure that there's finance going to the most vulnerable. So I think a lot of the business we work with understand the need for supporting conversations about loss and damage as well, and for developing countries to really engage in a credible and meaningful way on this in the next period.
So after we have an agreement at the end of this week, we're going to be looking ahead to next year's COP, COP28 in the United Arab Emirates. From the members that you are talking to, they'll have their wish list for this COP, but then of course they'll have their wish list for what needs to follow. What's the common thread there?
Well, I think first of all we have to get a good outcome here. I mean, we will have less than 12 months, right, to work towards what is one of the big implementation COPs, the global stocktake. We really need good outcomes now, and we want to see how we can deliver, where the actions are. We need to move on the actions in the next year.
Great. Well, Ursula, thanks so much for joining us for this video interview series, and we'll see you for the next video interview from here at the COP27 Climate Summit in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Cool. That should do it. Let me just check and make sure.